Excellent moment to every one of us today. We say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on our time zone. It is the Global Clusters Revolutionary Meeting again today. And today, being Sunday, we are having the people to people revolution of the global clusters. We are saying instead of answers, instead of end by governance, and instead of every other protest and unrest that never yielded anything positive to us as a people, as a nation, we are calling ourselves in the voice of the global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. That's come, let's do people to people revolution, where we encourage the powerful one among us to mentor and adopt a less powerful one and adopt them to and mentor them to greatness. With this, we are sure of having a prosperous nation that we dream of. Before we go further, as our custom is, we invite us into the People to People Revolution with the promo video of the People to People Revolution. Uh, Host, kindly share the video of the People to People Revolution promo as we proceed. Thank you.
The People to People Revolution is here, a movement redefining how we connect. In a world where institutions and hierarchies often create barriers, this revolution focuses on direct engagement, people talking to people, sharing stories, and solving challenges together. This is about building bridges across cultures and geographies, fostering open dialogue and collaboration. Every handshake, every conversation, every shared experience is a step toward unity. At Global Clusters, we believe that true change happens when people come together, empowered by understanding and mutual respect. Let's bridge divides and embrace this revolution for a better world. The people-to-people revolution begins with you. Be part of a global community that bridges divides and builds connections. Visit theglobalclusters.org to join the conversation. Stay informed about upcoming events and revolutions, and remember, every meeting is an opportunity for change. Let's connect and create a better world together.
Every meeting is an opportunity for change. Let's connect to create a better world together. That is the clarion call from the People to People Revolution Desk. A very big shout out to the global president of the global clusters, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. We agree to say thank you for all you do to contribute positively to the growth and development of humanity. And of course, a very big shout out to the 001 People to People Revolution in the person of Professor Clinton. Thank you so very much, sir. We appreciate you for all you do. And a special greetings to everyone in the studio. Today we say welcome on board to People to People Revolution. And as many that are viewing on the YouTube channel of the Global Clusters and the Facebook channel of the Global Clusters, we say welcome. It's another good time today for us to engage in People to People Revolution. We are saying instead of NSAS, instead of end bad governance revolution, we are saying, come let us do people to people revolution, where we encourage, the powerful ones among us, the well-to-do among us, to adopt the younger ones, the younger generations, and mentor them to greatness. We are believing that when we do this, as it's been done in the developed countries, we can see ourselves encouraging ourselves, lifting ourselves, to greatness as a people, because it is the people that make up the nation, and that is one of the greatest vision of the global clusters, that we cluster together to prosper together. Everybody coming to share their expertise, share their advice, share their knowledge and experiences to help those that are coming on the way, that they can navigate their course of life for a better society. There's saying that if I could see far, it is because I was able to stand on the shoulders of giants. So we are calling on the giants in our environment, in our community, in our society. We are telling them, come mentor the younger ones, the next generations, for us to have a new generation, a new nation whereby everyone collaborate and to solve a particular problem, collaborate for a common goal of a peaceful and prosperous nation of Nigeria coming together as a nation, going out there as a nation into the continent of Africa and effecting that change. It is possible, and it all begin with us. Thank you so much, the global president, for this period. We are going to be looking at a common uh, scene, about people to people. We talk about people to people. We're talking about human connections, and since humans, we are different, we are unique in all our experiences, our background, and our jurisdictions, and everything that pertains to who we are as a people. So sometimes it is inevitable that we have issues and challenges and conflicts. And, for us to have a better society, it's important that we come together. We come together so as we could know how to solve our issues before it escalates into chaos and wars or conflicts amongst us. So today we're going to be looking at creating safe spaces for open dialogue in nation building. Creating safe spaces for open dialogue in nation building. When we talk about people to people revolution, it's about human connection. Safe spaces for dialogue promotes trust, empathy, and unity. Open dialogue strengthens relationships and supports nation building. That is one of the vision of the global clusters. Everyone coming together to express their own view. As a nation, instead of us bringing ourselves down, Nigeria, we are more than 200 million people, and with almost 500 uh, tribes and ethnicity, sub-ethnic and the likes, and languages over 500. It's important for us to know that there will be issues and there will be dialogues to those issues. So instead of us to choose um, chaos or crisis, it's important that we come together to hear our grievances. It is of no news that we hear issues, in the society about some people fighting because of maybe land disputes or whatever disputes, and it escalates to people destroying lives and property. uh, we realize that it is important that when there's issue, there should be an open dialogue whereby this can actually be sorted out. That's why we have the global clusters that everyone can come. We air our views here. You understand? In the global clusters, we are aiming, what we are doing as a people, as a nation, is that we are going out there, using all the medium and the media that we could use, to add our own voice, our own quota to the development of the nation, because we believe that the leadership in the government cannot do it alone, and every one of us as a people, we are all leaders, so we can all add our own quotas. We can all add our own voice for development of the nation. That's why today we are looking at creating safe spaces for open dialogue. So why safe spaces matters? Why safe spaces matter? It encourages honest conversations without fear. It reduces prejudice, stereotypes, and misunderstandings. It empowers marginalized voices. It's built mutual respect and shared responsibility. Like the global clusters, we have a very, very, very big good news right now that is like 98% ready and it's about to be launched. We have the free version, total free version Spark Hub of the global clusters where everyone could actually um pump in, jump in, and you could have all your features, of the Facebook, and all your features of the LinkedIn. You can do all you gotta do. You understand? It's out. It's ready now to be launched. Hopefully next week, we're going to be launching the free version of the global clusters, whereby everyone can jump in into the social media platform of the global clusters. But this time it is not actually monetized. Before you could monetize on this because you are coming into the free version. You have to have like 3,000 followers, on the platform. When you have 3,000 followers, then you can have the opportunity to be monetized. But there's still the privilege for those that want to come into the monetization directly. If you want to pay your way in, you don't need the 3,000 followers before you start earning. But for you to start earning, as a free version user, you have to have like 3,000. For that's a very great opportunity for the social boards. Those that already have their followers, maybe in other social media handles, you can just share your link of these global clusters, and it just couple it into the platform, and we all grow together. Do not forget that the Global Clusters platform is proudly, proudly Nigerian. Like what you have on your Facebook, what you have on your X, we have same here in the global clusters, and it's a very, very safe place. It's a very safe space whereby everybody come together and we hear our voices. We are going to be juxtaposing this safe space with the global clusters community. The global clusters is every day we have our meeting, we have our conversation, and we share things that are true, that are accurate. That's aligned with the honest conversation. We are here, we speak without fear, because we believe that what we are doing is right. When you are doing what is right, there's no need for you to fear. There's no need for you to be scared. That's why we have the global clusters platform, and the global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, has been so magnanimous enough to make it free for all because there has been great demand, for access into the global cluster. Some of us, like I have been enjoying this, since a past 1 year, as a paid subscriber, and even what I paid for, I've been able to copy it, or even more. The benefit there is just so much, but for some of us that wouldn't be able to have the wherewithal at the moment, to get into the social media platform or the global clusters. The global president that made it so easy. By next week, that's a good news for us. We're going to be launching the free Spark Hub, the free version for all the global clusters, for everyone to just bump in. We start engaging for the purpose of nation building. Of course, one of the reasons for creating the safe spaces is reduce prejudice, stereotypes, and misunderstanding in the global cluster. Because of the training that we have every day, we understand. We don't judge people. You understand? We don't just judge you by your color, by what you wear or who you are. But though we always emphasize modesty. But irrespective, we still want everybody coming as you get trained, you know what we do here, and you follow suit. You know, we when you have a safe space, there's no need, everybody have the opportunity. That's why in every of our meetings, irrespective of the time frame, everyone is being given the opportunity to hear their voices. That's why our YouTube channel is open, the chat is open, it's not locked. Anybody can type their views there, their submission can be dropped on Facebook, you can drop your submission. We are always live. We are live now on Facebook, we are live on YouTube. of the global clusters, we engage, it's so open and transparent for everyone. And of course, since we have our trainings and the way we do our own things, there's no room for misunderstanding. We understand ourselves because we have been engaging for a longer time. Whilst safe spaces also stay emphasizing the global clusters, it's empowered marginalized voices. There are some people that in the society they are just only seen, they are not heard. You know, the kind of people we have in the global clusters, we have the professionals, we have the technocrats, we have the entrepreneurs, we have people in the government, we have people all over the world, and we don't just shut anybody down in the global clusters. Even a child, anybody that finds their way into the global clusters, they have a place. We don't just shut them. Anyone that feels like I have a lot of things to spread, I have a lot of things to share, I have some ideas to bring to the table. Yes, you are welcome. You are welcome. The global cluster is a home for all. And what we are pushing in our trainings is that we are making the global clusters, a mining avenue for quality and accurate leaders. It is an hub where we mine quality and accurate leader, because we believe that through this our trainings, when we are all being refined, we are all being empowered to know what is right and do what is right. Everybody share their expertise, their experiences, their feelings and the likes. Everybody's voice matters in the global cluster. No one is marginalized. Even if you think that where you are, nobody want to listen to you, nobody thinks you amount to anything. In the global clusters, you amount to a lot, and your voice is so much appreciated. Another reason for creating safe spaces and why it matters is build mutual respect and shared responsibility. In the global clusters, we express ourselves, we learn how to respect other people's voices, other people's opinion. You understand? We learn how to communicate in words, in action, and since we have the opportunity or put to take part of many of the many privileges and opportunities that we have in the global clusters. Right now we are reaching out to everyone to join in the building of this platform. There are so many opportunities lying down for volunteering to learn and to be guided. It is true that it's through that volunteering that you get the right mentorship. You are given responsibility that will test you, test your resilience, test your trust, test your honesty, test how you do things. You can also learn, from people that are experts in what they do. And with that, you are growing, you are being empowered. When I say people are being empowered, it's not just about finances, it's about capacity, it's about ability, it's about be able to do things. That is capacity. And we are doing that, you are being responsible, you are having value to yourself, and you are growing. And before you know it, the money you are looking for will now be running after you. Now, the characteristics of a safe place. What I'm going to be saying right now is part of what we do in the global cluster. Do not forget we're talking about the people to people revolution, and it's about human connection. And now we are talking about dialogue, having open spaces for dialogue. And we are linking this to what the global clusters represent. So, characteristics of a safe place. One, respectful listening. In the global clusters, every time we have our meetings, people listen. We listen to ourselves. By so doing, we are learning how to listen to people, as they hear their voices, as they share their insight. That is because in a safe place, in the global clusters, we listen. We don't shut people down. We don't cut people off while they are talking. We allow everybody, to express themselves. That is why in every of our meetings, there's always an avenue for everyone to hear their voices, even as the meeting is ongoing and at the end of every meeting. Also, another features of a safe space, like the global clusters, is non-judgmental atmosphere at all. In the global clusters, we don't judge people, and as we do this, this become part of us in the community. It should be part of our skill that we're learning. These are part of soft skills. that actually inherent and make us a better person. And that will be part of what we do outside there in our relationship with people, and to be evident when we are consistent in our meetings. So we don't judge people. We are non-judgmental. Everywhere the atmosphere is free, is flexible. You can express yourself, and you have people around that are ready to guide you, to the right track. Another feature of a safe space is confidentiality and trust. Confidentiality and trust. We really really value ourselves, and whenever we share about each other, in the community, I become a kind of family to some people that we can call ourselves and pour our heart. We share our plights, we share our issues with each other, and in the community, the global cluster community, we keep our words. We don't diffuse information that we are not ought to, and we don't just and we have one of our core values in the cluster, is trust. That is part of what we do in that community. So the community of the global clusters and what we have, it's a safe place where everybody can share, because you believe that what is being shared is safe. You believe that your words are not going to be used against you, in the future, and you believe that you're safe in the community, in the family. Another characteristics of a safe space for open dialogue is inclusivity of diverse perspectives. Inclusivity of diverse perspectives. We in the community of the global clusters, and we have diverse people. We have the American, we have the British, we have the South African, the Ethiopian, the Philippines, the Australian. We have people, all people in Nigeria, the Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. All of us, we are here, and all this diversity, we are bringing them together, bridging them, to make us benefit from each other's expertise and ideas that has been able to help us in our empowerment. Another feature of a safe space is shared rules of engagement. The global clusters social media platform, although the Spark Hub is coming free very soon now, but irrespective, I'm also believe that the global clusters platform is not where we just cash cruise. It's been monitored. Since its foundation building. I'm very sure that it's strictly monitored. Anything that is posted that is obscene, that is not allowed to be taken down. The rules are there, the terms and conditions are there. So it's not just like our regular social media platform. Even as everybody is coming in mass, there are rules of engagement. So a safe space of the global clusters, anywhere that we meet ourselves, there are rules that we must follow, and this makes everywhere safe. Since you know the rules, okay, you don't cross this line. This is what we do here, and you follow suit. So with that in mind, it creates a safe space for everyone. Nobody gets angry for somebody saying something, because you won't say, because there are rules of what you should do in the community. Now, what are the benefits of this? What's the benefits of creating safe spaces for open dialogue in nation building? Why do you have to do that? What is the benefit? One, we say it strengthens community unity. Something happened some times ago. Part of the reason and the ideas of the creation of the global clusters. When there was the issue of NSAS. Some youths, they went ahead to set up their tents in some places, the Toge and other places. Those are not safe space. Those are not safe spaces for dialogue. You understand? That's why we have in this. When there's issue that arose, there's an issue arising. We are talking about where these issues should be sorted, where these issues should be solved. Not just anywhere we just feel like. You understand? That's why when we have a safe space, where everybody can come and air their grievances, number one benefit is strengthens community unity. Everybody, we are together, we have a safe space. Okay, let's meet here and not where we have to affect the economy of the states or the nation. Let's meet somewhere that is say we can air our voice. Yes, everybody. The Constitution gives us the right, to make our grievances known. Also, the Constitution also made it that all our grievances should be moderate. We can do that. We can air our voices in a moderate way, not causing chaos and crisis, or that will put down law and order of any places. So when we do things right, when we create a safe space, for open dialogue, it strengthens communities, everybody coming together, like the community town hall. People can come together and hear their voices instead of destroying barracks. Some people even go to the main road, to the express road, to block our economy. All those places, they are not safe spaces for open dialogue. Another benefit is promotes peaceful conflict resolution. When we choose the right place to solve to dialogue, to solve our issues, there will be peace, not the main road, not where the economy will be. Some people say, "Ah, if we don't do that, they won't listen to us." No, we are not being civil that way. That's why we are calling ourselves that, okay, this is the right way of engagement, this is the right way of doing this, so that there will be peace, there will be peaceful conflict resolution. When issues arises, these are ways by which we can go in and source them. Talking about safe spaces for open dialogue for nation building. Another benefit of what we do, another benefits of creating safe spaces for open dialogue is that it encourages civic participation. Yes, the global cluster is a very safe place. Everybody could come here. Everybody, irrespective of your class, you are welcome here. Hear your voice. Even as we go further, even as you engage in the global clusters, you get to know what is happening. You get to know how to engage in conversation, in conflict. By so doing, you are getting trained, and that training help you to become a civil individual. So it encourages civic participation. You know what to do part time to solve the issue of the society. Another benefit of creating safe spaces for open dialogue is builds accountability and transparency, because everybody, we can trust each other. Everybody is free. We are not saying anything that the rest. Nobody is scared of anyone here. Everyone, we are open to listen to everybody. The community, the society will be peaceful. So there will to build accountability. The leaders, they'll know that, oh, my people will ask me how I've been doing, and I'm going to be held accountable to this position and the like. So there will be transparency, because everybody knows that we are going to ask questions. We are going to talk at the end. Okay, how has it been? You understand? So it will send a signal to those even in authority to be accountable and transparent in what they do, because there's always a safe space so everybody to meet again and express, to give account of how they have been. Another benefit for creating a safe place is inspires collective problem solving. It inspires collective problem solving when we have a safe place where everybody could come, instead of blocking the road or distorting the economy of the nation. When we create safe spaces, for our issues to be solved, we'll be inspired. We'll be inspired to come together to solve our problem, to for a way forward and for a better solution. Now, what are the practical strategies? What are the ways that we can do this? What are those safe places that we could do this? What are those safe spaces that we can create? We are talking about creating safe spaces for open dialogue in nation building. So, what are those safe spaces? Some of the practical ways we can do this. Number one, community forums and town halls. Community forum and town halls, open dialogue on local issues. When things happen in the community, we call ourselves, instead of causing mayhem and crisis, we call ourselves the leaders, the elders, we call ourselves the town hall. Okay, let's have this, even if it's a community forum, and we come together, we trash it out, we discuss, we talk about it instead of causing mayhem and crisis. Another practical way is youth clubs and students union, engaging younger generation in the secondary schools, the university. We can do that, encouraging younger ones to engage in critical thinking, in dialogue, in communication. It's very, very important that we engage the youths and the younger ones for them to know that, okay, when things happen, this is what you do, this is what you don't do. Now, another practical way is digital safe spaces. Digital safe spaces like the Global Clusters community is moderated. These are moderated online platforms. The Global Cluster is 100% moderated. Everything that is being done there have been monitored and they have been censored. If anything, now that we are going free, now congratulations to every one of us once again, as I've informed us, as we're going free now, I'm so sure that even before now, I am so sure the reason it was subscriber base was to manage, to be sure that the right thinking, the serious minded people are coming into the community. But since the global presence has been so magnanimous and been so kind to listen to the agitation of the nation, that's what you have created, you want to see, you want to enjoy. So he has made it open to all right now, and we can still definitely benefit from it even as we grow the system. But that doesn't give room for unscrupulous activities or activities that will down the vision of the vision of the global clusters. But the global cluster is kind of very, very safe. It's a digital space that we can come. That's why every day we are here. Tomorrow we are still coming here in the morning, to do mind surgery. So every day, all day, we are here, collaborating, talking, like giving everybody space and opportunity to air their voices. Another practical way for open spaces for dialogue is cultural exchange programs, bridging divides through diversity. Like Nigeria, we are so blessed. We have several cultures, ethnic, and tribe. So we can use the platform of everybody coming together, the Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, the Efi, the Tifi, the Yogo people, everybody coming together, sharing advice, sharing knowledge, sharing expertise, sharing experiences of our culture. In that way, we express ourselves better. We are happy with ourselves. Everyone, no bad feelings. We acknowledge the uniqueness, of our diversity. You see the Igbo and the Yoruba collaborating, the Hausa and the Igbo collaborating, the Igbo and Yoruba collaborating, the Hausa and Yoruba collaborating, everybody working together, sharing knowledge. Those are ways by which we can create safe spaces for open dialogue. The last one I have here is dialogue workshops. Dialogue workshop whereby we have active listening, empathy exercise, and role playing, putting yourself in people's shoes, feeling for them, what in this instance, what if this happened? What do you think could be? What do you think we should ask? What do you think should be the reaction? All those, there are opportunities, there are methods by which we can engage in and create a safe space, for open dialogue for nation building. Sometimes there are some challenges. Sometimes there are some challenges to creating these safe spaces. Most of the time, this happen. One of them is resistance to opposing views. Sometimes some people, when there's a platform to discuss issues, you see argument, you see debates upon debates. Some people want to win; they want their opinions to rule. That's a big factor sometimes. So we are that's a big factor, resistance to opposing views. In the global clusters, we have been so trained that you listen to people no matter what they are gonna say. Listen to them, you understand, and try to understand people. You get try to understand people. We don't fight, we don't argue, we don't quarrel in the global clusters. We don't do that. Even in the safe spaces that is coming for us for free, even if someone's opinion diverges from your own, that doesn't mean you should fight the person. You understand? We are not attacking here. We don't attack people here. No, in the global cluster, we don't do that. We are always open. We listen to you. We smile. And we if you don't accept our own opinion, okay, we listen to you. Even if we are not accepting your own opinion. Every opinion, can be listened to, but it doesn't compulsory that you use it. That doesn't mean you should fight people or attack them based on their view, because we have different perspectives and experiences. And most of the time, our actions and reactions are based on our experiences, and we have different ones. So, challenges of open spaces when we come together to talk like this is resistance to opposing views. Number two is fear of judgments or retaliation. Some people they have a lot to say. I am an educator, I'm a teacher. Sometimes I used to encourage my students to express themselves because I believe one of the skills that my learners are taking home to be a better person is communication skill. And for them to imbibe that's communication, they just have to say something. But some of them they are so shy, they feel they are shy, or they are scared of failing. They don't want to say something, and their friends, I say, I said nonsense. I encourage my students, my children to express themselves. And that's one of the things I love about the Global President, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. He will tell you no question is a dumb question, or no response is a dumb response, no submission is dumb. So he just doing that to encourage everyone to express themselves. It's very, very important that we allow everybody to express themselves, even in the nonsense. If you remove the none, there could be the sense there. So it's important we allow everyone to express themselves. So fear of judgment or retaliation is one of those challenges that makes people not to express themselves in an open space. Another challenge is dominance by powerful voices. Like what we have in the global cluster, we have the professionals, the technocrats, the entrepreneurs, those that have actually made it. They are the top there. And when they come here, the way they respond, the way they relate with us, you feel like, wow, these people are so humble, they don't shut it up. We have masters and giants of industries in the global clusters. They allow everybody to speak. They want to listen to you. That's one of the challenges that people are having in the society today is dominance by powerful voices, because they are the top there, some people are the top there, they shut others down. It won't allow people to express. They just be looking and just, we are here, we are done, let us go. But in the global clusters, we don't do that. Everybody have the opportunity to have their voices. So challenges of open space for dialogue is dominance by powerful voices. And the last one I have here is lack of trained facilitators. Sometimes when you are holding conferences or you are holding forums or meetings and you don't have people that can moderate, when there's a PLCs or fights, and some disagreements, you should have a moderator that's trained. That's why the global cluster, we are always here. The purpose of our meeting is not just for us to hear or listen. It's for us to see how things are being done, and it's building us also as a person, as a people, to be better moderators, better facilitators, and that could be an opportunity for us. The solution for this, before I call the global presidents to take charge, because we have some minutes left. So some of the solutions for these challenges is, one, we should train community leaders as dialogue facilitators. Our leaders is important. Those that they are looking up to, those that we are looking up to, they should be trained. Training is very important. Train people how to mediate in conversation. You don't take side in dialogue. When there's conflicts or crisis, you don't judge by emotions because someone is from your tribe. You shouldn't be bigotry. You understand? You mediate based on logic, on rationality. You understand? You don't just take sides when you are in the midst, of maybe a conflict or a heated arguments or conversation. So we need to train our community leaders as dialogue facilitator. Then two, we should promote inclusivity and equal speaking opportunities. That's why if a child of 12 should join this meeting today, the global presidents will allow the child to speak, equally until the child is done talking. You understand? So everybody have the opportunity. You allow everybody to hear their voices. Nobody should be shut down. Nobody is beyond anyone. Nobody is bigger than anyone. You understand? So everybody have equal opportunities to speak. But have that the open space, for dialogue will actually work. Also, another solution is use neutral venues and platforms. Don't use don't take side because two parties are having arguments and you want to solve it. Now you have to maybe move to the part to one side, area that have more opportunity to win. You go to a neutral field of venues or platform. That's why the global cluster is for all. It's for all. We don't take side here. We are here to build ourselves. Either you are rich, you are middle class, or you are growing. We are all together. We are all together, making sure that everybody find their own self, find their potential, and become the best selves on themselves. The another solution I have here is establish clear rules and respect guidelines. When it's time for us to have conversation, for us to get trash issues out, like today now, at by 9 p.m. we're gonna be having our family meeting. Everybody, we are coming. That's another safe space. The global president has been so a great leader. Allowing everybody, transparency and everybody to come air their voices. By 9 p.m. today, we are going to be having our community, our family meeting, and everybody will hear their voices. Nobody's going to be shut down. What how has it been so far? You understand? So that's one of the things that we are doing in the global clusters, and it has been so great. Thank you so very much, sir, the global presidents. I appreciate the privilege given to take this. Thank you, sir. As we proceed, thank you, sir.
Amazing, amazing. It's a wonderful section over there on the people to people revolution of the global clusters. And I want to greet everyone listening to me that today is a day that is a wonderful one, and it is what you call it that it is for you. The dynamics of people to people revolution is very sacred, and it's very important that we all learn from everything. Life is a teacher. The more you live, the more you learn. You learn from people. You know, most of the time, life consists majorly of two sides of the coin, head and the tail. Now, most of the time, you can have good times and you can equally have bad times. I've stayed in life to understand this because in this life I've experienced good times and I've experienced bad times, and I've seen how people are treated. I've seen how people are treated when they are experiencing bad time, and I've seen how people are treated when they are experiencing good time. But however, is that one thing I want to just emphasize on today is that please, in engaging people to people revolution, don't be betrayer. Don't be one. Don't associate with anyone. Don't don't betray people. Don't do it. Don't associate with betray. If you spot any betrayer, please, you have to give them a gap and coach them. You understand? Rehabilitate them. And that is why you need to keep showing them the meeting of the global cluster so that they can be rehabilitated and change for better. You see, uh, I was discussing with one of the senior person in the global clusters on Friday, and we were talking. And this thing just came to me. You know the way I am. I'm a spontaneous person. See, let me tell you something. In people to people, some people are still stagnant because of the kind of people they surround themselves with, because of the kind of people they are rolling with, because of the kind of conversation they engage in on a daily basis. See, it is really, really important in maximizing the people to people revolution. This revolution that we say we should put your hand, you should put all your energy into. You must be sensitive to who you have conversation with on a daily basis, who you listen to, who you speak with, who you are joining with. Let me say it like that. It's very, very important. You must take, cognizance of this kind of people. Someone that will tell you, if I climb this ladder, I'll just send this person away. I'll just do that. They don't. People like that. In my mother's tongue, money ilẹ̀ gbígbẹ ni fún ọ̀dàlẹ̀. Ọ̀dàlẹ̀ balẹ̀ fún ẹni bá dalẹ̀ abalẹ̀ lọ. Ẹni bá dalẹ̀ wọn kì í dalẹ̀. You understand? How do I interpret all of these things? The new cluster of the global cluster, you need to interpret all of them. So we are Yoruba point. Understand? That is why our culture is so rich. Ọ̀dàlẹ̀ balẹ̀. Ẹni tó bá dalẹ̀ wọn kì í dalẹ̀. You understand? So don't engage in it. Don't betray people for things. It doesn't worth it. It's a disgrace to yourself and to your to where you hail from. It does not bring pride to you as a people, as a person, even to your people. We are talking about people to people revolution. Today, some tribe believe that some certain people are like this. Why? Because of what one person did. One person did something and they categorize them as these people. Because after all, it's one of their leaders that did that thing. So don't do it. Don't. In people to people revolution, then please, I want to crave the indulgence of everyone listening. This is the solution. This will revolutionize Nigeria. This will revolutionize Africa. This will. I discovered that the problem we all are is as a result of the fact that we are not coming together. That is the problem. Let's come together like this. Let's discuss our own problem and let's look at how to solve, how to plan good things. Let's come in our cluster. People are listening online. Share this video to your friends and family. Let them know about it. I just feel like sharing it. Let people understand that please don't do it. At the end of the day, you see that it doesn't worth it. There's nothing you want to gain from it. No matter what the deal is all about. Clusterians, non-clusterians listening to me all over the world, don't put yourself in such situation. Don't let someone face you and tell you that you're a betrayer. It's humiliating. I don't know how it feels to be a betrayer to somebody. Somebody just discussed about his things with you, or you discuss something with somebody, and that thing is what you are taking out of people, exposing the person's secret, exposing this thing. You understand? It's not good. It's not, there's nothing good in it. It's not, recording the person on moon and putting the person on record because you felt okay. You are looking for how to use it against the person or something, or manipulating people. You understand? Don't be a people manipulator. All of these things does not promote nation building. You understand? Don't involve in manipulation. Don't involve in betrayal. Betrayers has created war. Betrayal has not added anything to nation building. Manipulating have not added anything to nation building. So when we talk about people to people, there are things people engage with. Be the one to say that, okay, I want to change the narratives in my kindred. I want to change the narrative. I want to change the way people will perceive me. You can still change it. You understand? If you have been engaging in betrayal, in manipulation, in trying to swindle or to do this, you need. What do you need? What are you looking for? Do you even know how much you're doing? Do you even know how much you're looking for? The time is coming. You will have more, a lot, and you cannot finish. You will have a lot, and you cannot finish it. You have plenty, cannot finish it. You even ask yourself, look at me today. 25 years ago, I was homeless. And when I talk, I know what I'm saying because I was practically homeless 25 years ago. You understand? I was homeless with nothing. And I grew from one step to the other, engaging in accurate knowledge and quality knowledge, accurate and quality information, and accurate and quality connections. And when I have connections with people, I try as much as possible to maintain it, not to betray that connection. In engaging in people-to-people revolution, you must make sure you are not a betrayer, you are not a manipulator. Manipulation does not take you anywhere. Betraying does not take you anywhere. It brings you down. Don't let people mark you as a manipulator. Don't let them see you as a betrayer. If you are not taking anything, I know my peer has been speaking a lot of English since. You understand? And and again, I'm adding my voice to today's revolution. And if you are online, you can actually, give your own submission. But we are talking about, let us not engage in trying to pull down the people we elect in power. Instead of doing that, let us focus on ourselves, adopt ourselves, and mentor ourselves to greatness. Let the powerful one among us, if you have seen light, share it. I've pledged that I will not hide anything from anybody. There is nothing that I will hide because there was a time I had nothing. There was a time, I was even minus a lot of money. And now I am not like that. So I want to thank God for everything. So, and that is why we've created the global clusters and the people revolution. It's a call to you that you should engage in meaningful things. You should engage in showing people the right thing to do. And don't be a people manipulator. Don't be a betrayer. I saw there was a situation that happened recently, and I was just talking to somebody. I didn't even know that situation will happen. And I saw the way people look at betrayal. Everyone wants to see that your one thing in implementing government bilateral trade, in government to government, once your counterpart see that you are not straightforward, they cut off. That's it. Today, I have a Turkish father, Turkish papa, a Turkish man that adopted me to be his son. I have an American mother. Today, do you understand? I have an American mother. And I have so many other mothers like that. Because when people see you and they see that they can trust you, then they will adopt you. So it could be that you have done a service for them. You have done something for them. Maybe you engage in one service or the other. Once they see that, they will just adopt you. If your life is empty, what value are you bringing to people you have met? But because when you keep bringing value to people, People will not want you to live their life again. Just to let you know. People will want to keep connecting with you, and that is it. So make your life valuable. That is what you should work. Ask yourself a sincere question. As a person, I want my life to be developed. So for my life to be developed, how can anybody, see, let me tell you something. Since I made up my mind over 20 years ago, anybody that I see, I will always look at what value can I add to their life. That is when my life has taken a new shape. A lot of times people think that when they see people, it's what they want to get from them. No. Look at what value can you add to that life. So when you look at the value you can add to that life and the people, then I tell you the truth. Your life, you will be happy with your life. Take all of these things, engage in people-to-people revolution. You cannot be a lot of people are enjoying so many things from the global cluster, and they are not saying it. The global clusters have been paying you money. You understand? You've been collecting money from the global cluster every day, and you are not mentioning it to your friends. Why are you hiding it? It's enough for everybody. The free version of the global clusters is coming up next week, and ensure you let people come and learn. There are so many opportunities that people can learn from. And there's so many things, and we are planning so many. I've mentioned the power project. I've mentioned the co-hotel project. I've mentioned so many things. People are joining the sales team. When we make adverts, we give them leads, they convert and make money from it. No person should say, I don't have. Create your team. I want you watch something that day. Hope you are loading the video. Hope you guys have been playing the video. Tennessee, the video we made, and I said you should always play after our meeting. It's very, very important. Everyone must make sure that they create audience first, brand second, and product third. A lot of people are always thinking that they need to go for the product first and all of that. That is not the order in the new normal. In the new normal, you must be a good person first. People buy into you before they buy from you. People buy into you before they buy from you. Audience first, brand second, and product third. In people-to-people revolution, let's start creating communities. Look at the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution today posted some videos on the platform, and these are the videos that should be going viral. You should post it on your timeline, on your latest gist, on everything. The place of collaboration in this new normal cannot be pushed away. It's another oil that you must be a good. And how do people collaborate with you? Once people collaborate with you and they see that you are not a good person, you cut it off. Maybe the next person you want to collaborate with is their friend. They'll say, that person is what he did for me. And that's all. So please, Clusterians, we want to build Africa. We want to build every of our communities. If you're listening to this video, you must be a great builder of your community. You must be a great builder of your community. You must not engage in anything bad in your community. You must be a great builder. So having said that, I saw President Farex now, but if Farex is not here, and I want to wrap up this meeting by saying, let us not focus our energy in trying to dethrone the powerful one among us, because we elect them and we think that they do not do what we expect them to do. But let the powerful one among us adopt the less powerful and mentor them to greatness. Who are you currently mentoring? If God has helped you, who are you showing the way? Show someone the way. Show somebody. It does not cost you anything. It does not reduce from what you have in your bank. Show somebody the way. So pledge in your heart now. If you're watching this video, that this week I'm going to show somebody the way. And when you show them the way, you see that you are putting smile on their faces and you're giving them hope again. Some people are almost losing it. They're almost losing their mind. In case you don't know, some of them will not talk. They will just put pancake, put everything, but you don't know that they are going through a lot. So try as much as possible to show someone the way. So having said that, thank you, Costa and Tennessee. Thank you, everyone. God bless you. And we're talking about creating a safe space for open dialogue for nation building. And that is what we have talked about. You can share this with your friends and family. And I want to draw the curtain by saying, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or aspiring professionals, technocrats or aspiring technocrats, entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because this was right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom you are connected to is that what you connect. We are not just a social media platform with the best monetization on earth. We are the first nation building social media platform on earth. Proudly Nigeria, proudly Africa. To the world. And we are a mining ore to produce quality and accurate professionals, quality and accurate technocrats, and quality and accurate entrepreneurs. So to join us, go to Play Store, download the app, Global Clusters. It's spelled THEGLOBALCLUSTERS, or you go to your Safari, www.theglobalclusters.org. So tomorrow is mind surgery revolution, and the surgeon of tomorrow will surprise you guys. So don't miss it. Come and learn from people's story. June 9 and 10. And in the evening, we're going to be having a survival strategy in the new normal. There is something that we're going to be sharing with people. Don't miss it for anything. I would say that I want to appreciate everyone for listening. And while I was speaking, our East Africa person was calling me, and I had to pick the call, and it's really amazing to have her on the call. So having said that, I want to say have a wonderful evening. Bye.
Yes, sir.